So reporting from Vadodra, reporting from my rooftop. Today I'm telling you of how climate and the weather confuse so many foreigners. Too strange to live with. You never know when it's raining, when it's not going to rain. Even if you ask Google and the weather stuff, they never work properly. But that's not the most confusing thing. That flag which is waving like that, I wish I had one like that. I think I should put one also on my rooftop. That the only thing which confuses me is not only when is it going to rain, because now we're in monsoon, but so many foreigners get very wrong the climate in India. It's so diverse. There are places, it's so strange when I tell my other friends, foreigners or people outside of India, that there are places in India with snow, there are deserts, and there is a place where you don't know if you don't know what, sometimes it's too cold, sometimes it's too hot. By the way, today it's day 14 of the challenge of using 5,000 rupees in 30 days. Sometimes here in Vadodra we are like 17 in December, and when you get to May you can even have 45. That's what we have here. So there's some very basic things which definitely would influence anyone into thinking that definitely India doesn't have a lot when it comes to weather, when it actually does. And the biggest reason to me is, first, the bigger part of what we know outside as India is concentrated in a very small part when India is so huge. So what we know mostly about India, it's what's happening in Mumbai and Delhi. Very few people outside of India know about South India or Northeast. Very few. Some do, but very few. Ask anyone about Delhi, they know the place. Ask about Kerala. I know people know about Kerala, but very few. Then worse, ask about Guwahati. I assure you, again, very few people will know about that. If you check properly, Guwahati has a very completely different climate from Delhi. The same way Delhi has a very completely different climate from Kerala. So, okay, Assam, Delhi, Kerala, completely different places, completely different climates, everything is so different. But to the eyes of a foreigner, it's India. So it might be the same. And that confusion makes that so many foreigners literally barely know about India. And even sometimes while traveling, they don't. If you don't have the proper guidance, you might end up going to a place, preparing yourself to this and reaching there to something completely different. Yet, it took me years to know all these things about how different or vast the Indian weather can be. But still, one thing which still beat me up until to now is that I have no idea if it's going to rain today here where I stay, because it doesn't matter how I try to use Google or be accurate. Sometimes I get it right by checking the precipitation and other things, but I barely get it right. By the way, today it's day 14 and the money is almost done. On day 12, we had 583 rupees remaining. We used 160, which makes it 423. On day 14, we're going to reach 15 days having some money still with us, when I was thinking it will be impossible to even reach half of the month. Thanks so much for being here. Catch you next time.